It's cracking.
What is going on, folks? Will Turbin here. Fake Mike. Real news. Real live, bitch. Auditing Americans in the house. What's going on, Mr. America?
What's up, Will? How you doing, bro?
I appreciate you giving me some clout here in my stream. I got a comment the other day. Must be nice to Dick Ride Enrique for subs. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, nah, honestly, whoa, what's going on? Hold on. I hit all right, cool. We're still here. Awesome. Yeah, guys, share this feed. Yeah, man. Honestly, Auditing America's the man. He's a true revolutionary.
I'm la hierba.
He's a real revolutionary. So let everybody know. Share this video. We got a real revolutionary in the house. Theo, if you want to join, I'll give you the link. I'm gonna put this link here in Telegram. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. Please share the video. We're gonna be talking about some stuff. I'm gonna put on screen a little bit of stuff. We're gonna be talking about some stuff today. What kind of edibles am I on? None. I'm not on any edibles right now. I actually don't like edibles like that. All right, where's my share screen? All right, here we go. We're gonna talk about Ghislaine. We're gonna also talk about my homies. Let me get this link out. Yes, thank you, Papa Chuck. Well, I don't have any moderators on my channel. Maybe you can offer your services to Mr. America. I know we got some real revolutionaries over on Auditing America and in this chat. So
talk to me about what's his name, Jamal, right?
yeah, guys, this is important here.
Why? Okay, I got a question. So, do they think that the laws don't apply to them? Is that what it is?
So that's what people will say online. And it's funny that they'll say this too. I'm sorry, guys. I got all these damn pop ups coming up here. That's what you'll read in a lot of these articles online, actually. So this is their official website here, guys. Hold on. Let me get this. I'm going to talk about Rise of the Moors. Let's go. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to send this link out here on Telegram to Theo. Let me get it. Bam. All right. Actually, yeah. Yep. So done. Guys, while I'm fiddling around here like an idiot, please share this video. Bam. Copy. Put it in the Telegram. And we're gravy. All right, we're back. We're talking about Jamal. We're talking about we're going to talk about Rise of the Moors. One more sec, guys. Guys, appreciate you. In the meantime, Auditing America, check the chat. How are you doing? What's new with you? How's beautiful, sunny Florida? I'm up here, dog. It's actually a warm day up here, 40 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. Beautiful Providence.
Nice. Well, it's great weather down here, as usual.
What do you think about the cops from comparatively from Florida to where we are in the Northeast?
Well, I think that police officers in the New England area are more thuggish. I don't know how you want to call that. They're like a little bit more disrespectful, if you want to say it like that. Not everybody, because there's respectful people and there's disrespectful people, but since we're the ones that are going around the country doing this, we can say that the cops down here are more respectful when it comes to honoring the Constitution and when it comes to the First Amendment, at least.
I would agree with you. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule, but I would definitely agree with you. But no matter where you go, tyranny abounds. So, guys, I want you to put 1 in the chat if you know who Rise of the Moors are. Press 2 in the chat if you don't know who Rise of the Moors are. And I'm going to see if I can get a member of the Rise of the Moors on with me live. And we're going to talk about Trump later, too, because you guys all know I'm no fan of the Democrats by any means. But we're going to talk about Trump, too, later on, because there's still some people that somehow believe that he actually was a good guy and did good things. So I got a few comments because I posted a couple Trump memes with Ghislaine and Epstein. And there's still Trump people saying, well, you don't believe Trump did, he was a good. No, we're gonna get to the facts, the actual facts of what's going on. And then I've got some incredible articles that you're not gonna see pretty much anywhere else. Oh, damn, my boy Masab Mike's in the house. Oh, damn. That's my boy. All right, so that's what people were saying about Rise of the Moors. And you can just read they got a Wikipedia page about them now. This is their official website, riseofthemoors.org. I want you to go over there and donate. I'm going to tell you a little story again and again and how it all got started from way back when. What is Rise of Moor? Look, this is the Wakefield standoff. They got a Wikipedia page about it now. No, on July 3rd, 2021, a standoff occurred. That's not true. With members of a militia group. Partially true. By the way, militia group is the Second Amendment. Let's just get it here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the Second Amendment is what we're supposed to have here. I got bookmarks all over this place. You guys all know what the Second Amendment is, but here we go. I hope you do. If not.
So do they think the laws apply to them or not?
Yes. As a matter of fact, the funny thing about it is Jamal he believes in the Constitution more than I do. Which is funny because Jamal's a veteran. He's a Marine Corps veteran. He doesn't have a criminal record. And neither does his wife, Juju. And his father was in the Air Force. So
is his wife in jail?
Well, here's the story. We're going to tell the story right now, guys. So kids, buckle up. He was a Marine, but he still fights for the Constitution. No longer a Marine, but is still fighting for the Constitution. Satoshi, what up? Here's the thing. This is a story that happened a while back. So this happened right before the pandemic. And it was me. I started the protest along with Rise of the Moors, along with students from Ivy League School Brown, also students from RISD, the best art school, students from Rhode Island College. We had members of victims of what is usually called CPS, but in Rhode Island is called DCYF, victims who have had their kids taken away from them, and those kids were abused, and then unconstitutionally had their kids taken away. And I've covered so many times on this channel, you just go back and look up all the videos we did on DCYF. We showed you how 20 to 25 children go missing every single day, and we don't know how many don't come back. We broke that news here. We worked with the congressman to break that news here, to get that information out. We covered how kids have been pimped out, trafficked, and died in DCYF care.
Pimped out?
Literally pimped out. One of the things that people say to me.
Not that I'm laughing at that.
No, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
It sounds funny.
I'll bring the article up on screen. I got so many articles I'm gonna go through right now. But I'll bring the articles. Oh, and it's always good to see my man. He's on the fake mic. Do the best that you can. What up, Theo? How you doing, Pam?
I'm good, bro. How you guys doing?
That man.
Good and bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, part of me is in a good mood. but part of me is in a bad mood because honestly, I try to black it out when I think about what's going on with Jamal and Rise of the Moors. I actually, we're gonna. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning here, guys. And I know people are saying, "Oh, this kid's all over the place." Yes, because I'm overstimulated, and I got a lot to talk about, and so I want to try to sum it up. I'm feeling hurt because Jamal from Rise of the Moors, the media, New York Times, everybody says, oh, they don't follow the rules and they're a terroristic black militia group and they, well, if they're a terroristic black militia group, how come Jamal don't have a criminal record? How come he's never called for violence? How come he calls for upholding the Constitution? How come he never did anything illegal? And so what happens is this group, we're protesting DCYF. Like I said, it was a very diverse group of people. We had every ethnicity, I believe, represented there. But you know, we're just different colors on a race car. We're all the same consciousness. We just get little different shades. I happen to be extremely embarrassingly pale. But hey, it's the luck of the draw, right? Well, I don't have the beautiful olive skin like Theo, you know what I'm saying? And the brooding good looks. But hey. So we have this protest, and then we take the protest from the courthouse to DCYF headquarters, and we're talking about the kids getting pimped out, and that's one of the things that people say. I'm glad I remember this. We're the ones, good old fake Michael and the crew. We figured out that 20 to 25 kids go missing every day in Rhode Island, and we don't know how. When we asked Krista Pickle, the head of DCYF at the time, how many don't come back, she said, we didn't know. Now, Rhode Island, there are literally ranches in Texas bigger than the fucking state of Rhode Island. There's ranches in Texas that are bigger than our state, but 20 to 25 kids go missing, not a year, a day in Rhode Island. And some people will always come back to me, oh, well, some of those kids are 15, 16, 17-year-olds, and they go missing because they run away, but they come back. And I'm like, okay, I know that too. That does happen. I actually know people that work in the field, and I know that is something that does happen. However, as Mr. America pointed out, yeah, these kids were getting pimped out. Even the local news, I'll actually bring the article up, pimped out. I'll bring it up. These kids in DCYF were getting driven around in a van, and even though they were only missing for a short amount of time, they were missing because they were getting driven around a van and exchanging sexual services for drugs and money. They're getting pimped out. They're pimping out the kids. DCYF is supposed to be the people protecting our kids. They're supposed to protect the most vulnerable people. That's why we pay taxes, isn't it? So we can protect the fucking kids. But no. They get to murder and pimp the kids, right? So we have a protest there that day. By the way, the videos there on my channel and Demand the Truth, all the videos from that day, Jamal speaking. And then what happens? Then the lieutenant governor comes out and he said, hey, what are you doing about these missing kids? And he laughs in my fucking face. Laughs me off. I'm like, this ain't a joke, dog. What are we doing about these missing kids? Oh, we're working real hard. So I'm over there, I'm auditing. Habershaw gets in my face. I own the shit out of Habershaw.
Actually, let me stop you right there. That's one of my my favorite cop gets owned video by Will Turpin. This motherfucker tells him, I want the world to know that you don't have a soul.
Yeah, we wrecked Habershaw. And so then
you wrecked that guy.
One time he arrested me for protesting. So then Juju, who was Jamal's wife, as I'm getting arrested, she's like, what's going on? Why are you arresting him? He didn't do anything. He was just saying words. What's your name? What's your badge number? And I'm inside the state house, and as they're dragging me out after they slam me to the ground, if they wouldn't do that, if they didn't have the guns and the power of the state, they won't come to my hood and do that. No, they would not. But they grab me and they drag me in. And of course, you can't fight back, because if you fight back, they're just going to shoot you or chase you in the butthole. So I just sit there limp like, oh, go ahead, take me to jail for saying words after you swore to protect my words. Controversial speech. You swore to protect that. I'm over here protesting because you damn cops will go up to somebody's house and steal their kid without a warrant but you want to arrest me for speaking. So I'm getting dragged out of there. Juju's like, what's your name? What's your badge number? Why is he being arrested? He did nothing wrong. So I'm getting hauled out of there. And then Juju leaves the state house to follow me out to make sure they're actually putting me in a cop car. Thank God they did. Then she comes back into the state house. Now, if you've seen me and Mr. America's videos at the Rhode Island State House, you'll know that you'll have a bunch of jackboot Nazi-looking thugs at the door called the Capitol Police, and they'll watch.
Also, number 5. Shout outs to batch number 5. He's dying to lock me up. He wants me locked up.
He is unhinged. He's unhinged.
And then the other one, Harborshaw, and then number 6. They got a little gang going on in that Capitol.
The biggest gang in Rhode Island. It's the biggest gang in Rhode Island, and they steal your kids because the government couldn't steal your kids if they didn't have these men with guns there.
I think they go to people's house sometimes if their toilet's not even working. They take your kids.
That is
like, well, your toilet's not working. Your kid, you know what I'm saying? That's not a reason to fucking take people's kids.
Yep, absolutely. There's been times where a kid had mismatched socks on, or the kid didn't get or then if it was a kid saying, "Hey Timmy, did you eat breakfast?" and maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but let's just say he did, and he said, "No, I didn't." They come and take your kids from you. The police will come and take your kids, right? And when I shave my beard and dress up and I catch wizards and I give all the information to the police are like, "Okay, nothing." But they'll come and steal your kids and give them to wizards. Funny how that works.
They'll arrest us for taking pictures.
They'll arrest us for taking pictures. When I'm giving you on a silver platter, here's a video with the wizard. If you guys are new to this channel, what does a wizard mean? Well, it's somebody like my friend Jeffrey Egg Salad Sandwich, who most assuredly did not kill himself. So that's a wizard. And all right, getting back to the story, Juju comes back into the state house. She goes through the Capitol Police. She goes through she has to put her stuff back to the thing. She goes through the body scanner, the metal detector, and then she's standing there next to these cops. And then even we get a cop on camera going like this to young women and kids. A cop sitting there, we get him on video, right? That's sexual harassment, sexual assault right there. If not, you shouldn't be doing that to kids. Anyways, fast forward a week and a half later. Doom, 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 doom. Jamal's house. I'm not there. Jamal and Juju are there. Some guy knocks on the door. By the time they get to the door, he's not there. Then a couple minutes later, guys with not officers at all come. They're trying to get in the house, and Jamal's like, "Who are you guys? What are you doing? He's trying to barricade the door." Then he says, "We're the police. We're the police." And they're like, "Show us your badge. Show us your badge. Show us a warrant." Supposedly one of them goes across the street, grabs a piece of paper, like you wouldn't have the damn warrant in the hand, and then he puts it up to the paper, and then they basically kick them in. They arrest Juju. Why do they arrest Juju, you're asking? This is a fucking weird point. This is really fucking weird, guys. I got arrested at that protest for talking, disorderly conduct, and resisting. I'm still dealing with that case. Juju gets arrested a week and a half later for assaulting an officer. But on video from the State House video and all my video and all the videos that were there, she doesn't touch an officer. And not only does she not touch an officer, she leaves with an officer and comes back into the State House and stands next to an officer. So if you arrested me for talking that day, why didn't you arrest her for a much worse offense, assaulting an officer? Then we find out the people that arrested were the Violent Fugitive Task Force. Well, Jamal is not.
Let me say something real quick.
Yeah,
you know that the Pawtucket one Pawtucket police officer, whose name I'm not gonna say, he told me one day, you can't and also I'm not gonna say his name because I don't fucking remember. But he said one day that you can't expect to fully protest against any police department and expect no one to retaliate.
What? So
You can't expect them not to like try to fuck you over if you're like putting
So
them
the
on
First
the spot.
Amendment was
Yeah, I was like,
made
whoa.
Simple
for
maths.
protest. The First Amendment was made for protest. The cops swore an oath to protect your First Amendment. And then a cop who was paid to protect your First Amendment says, if you try to use your First Amendment, we're going to
We're gonna
retaliate.
retaliate.
And so this is what happens. And so the Violent Fugitive Task Force, and I'm going to slow this down. I'm just going to get to the end of the story because it's very important for everyone to understand this, guys. And then we're going to open it up to talk to Mr. America, Theo. We're going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about Ghislaine. I have somebody in the courthouse who is who's there. So the last video I did, I interviewed somebody that broke the Kyle Rittenhouse story, got the footage, and testified there, independent media, Kriston T. Harris from the Rundown Live, and he's now working on Ghislaine Maxwell. So watch that last video and stay tuned for what's coming up next, because I got some information that most of you guys have probably never seen, definitely some new information you've never seen, and some old things, unless you kept up with me for a while, that connect to new things that are just absolutely crazy. So definitely stay tuned if you're in it for some interesting information and truth, because that's what I like to bring to you guys. I like to bring to you guys awesome guests like Audit America. I mean, this guy, I can't wait till this guy's got 500,000 subscribers. He's almost there. He's working his way. He's almost up to 250,000 subscribers, hundreds of millions of views on the internet, and he's over there. He's not baking cakes. He's not unboxing toys. He's kicking it old school right in these fools' face, man. I admire how freaking, honestly, man, let me tell you, the first time I confronted the Clintons and you weren't there, I got owned, and I wish you were there. And since then, I've learned from you until that situation would never happen again. I was still a baby auditor at that time. So the first time I went to go confront the Clintons, they were playing, I think it was the Wilbur Theater it was definitely on Washington Street in Boston. And one of the back streets, I think it was actually Mason Street, interestingly enough. The back street, it's a public street, but it's like a back street, alley street, and that's where they were coming out of to get their limo. So I was over there with young Chase from the Allen Report. Shout out to Chase. And this Boston cop kept incrementally pushing us back. And I was like, damn, man, I wish freaking Mr. America was here, because that wouldn't happen. I was still a baby auditor. I didn't know what to do at that time.
I think the First Amendment is probably, I mean, these cops are pretty much ignoring a lot of our rights, but the First Amendment is like the most fucking common, most popular one, you would say, right?
Most precious.
And it's the one that is the most fucking ignored by everyone, because and although mostly everyone here in the United States they say, oh, what's your First Amendment right? Oh, well, freedom of speech. That's the first thing they say. They think that most people that I've spoken to think the First Amendment is just that. You know what I'm saying? So why is it being so ignored everywhere? Even in shit, even on, you know what I'm saying? Even on private property. I respect the First Amendment on my private property.
Yeah,
Even
you do, because we in America be getting into some arguments over hip hop and stuff like that.
We can have disagreements. I'm not gonna kick you out for disagreeing.
Exactly.
But
yo, what you were talking about the other day was real important. Is that now, like, they're trying to throw hate crimes on everything for just saying words. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I don't condone racism or wizardry. One of the few things worse than racism is wizardry, and I even believe in a wizard's right to free speech. I believe in a racist right to free speech. I don't care what you're saying, as long as you're not calling for violence. I respect your right to free speech. I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will fight to the death to protect your right to say it, because we have to have speech that we don't disagree that we disagree with. That's just the way it has to be. And now the government is using hate crimes to selectively to take out speech. I mean, you know what? Before, remember when you were kids, they would tell you sticks and stones.
Not take out speech. Take out people.
And it's really crazy. So,
Take out people because they are they once they add that what is it, hate crime or whatever label onto somebody, you know he's about to get slammed with some years in prison.
And that's the thing now. They're even trying to do that hate crime stuff to like Dave Chappelle. And it's like, all right, cool. You know, yeah, I don't agree with you yelling at racist stuff or yelling negative things to LGBTQ people. You should be able to say everything you want about anybody of any color or ethnic background or anything like that. Obviously, you're going to have repercussions for that. But once you call for violence against that person, then I can't mess with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't mess with you. Even wizards, if you having just wizard thoughts and you don't act out on it, hey, you could even say, hey, I'm a wizard. Hey, I'm a wizard, but I would never do anything. Okay, well, you're still, I hate you, but you're still within my rights. And I guess what? My free speech gets to call you a wizard and call you out for your racist wizardry. So that's how this works. So Juju was now arrested, even though she didn't do anything wrong, didn't touch anybody for assaulting an officer. And I've got my court case, and they use the same police report for both of our cases. Me and Jamal did a video breaking this down. So Jamal, obviously, and me, and Rise of the Moors are probably the two most active people out for trying to help the DCYF CPS kids out. And so what happens is 3rd of July, now we're really fast forwarding. We're fast forwarding to this 3rd of July, the day before the 4th of July. Jamal, with his boys, they're being a veteran, and it's 4th of July, you want to go have a fire, you want to go hunting, you want to go camping, you know what I'm saying? You want to have a good time. So they were legally and lawfully traveling from Rhode Island to Maine. They had weapons on them because it's your Second Amendment, and Jamal is a veteran, and it's the 4th of July weekend. So they pull over to get gas because they brought their own gas, because they know a bunch of black guys, so-called black guys, they call themselves Moors, but I'm saying it to you guys, a bunch of so-called black guys pulling over in a white area, getting off the highway, you know, they're going to be like, they might get the cops called on them. So they bring their own gas, they pull over to the side of the road, they're pouring their own gas. Massachusetts state trooper notices them, goes to the side, then Jamal live streams for hours. While he's live streaming, his Instagram and his 20K YouTube subscribers deleted without warning, without reasoning. And the news, if you look it up, they call it, like I just showed you on screen right here, they call it the Wakefield standoff, right? The thing is, it wasn't a standoff. The only people that had their guns out were the police. Jamal had a flag out. Jamal was live streaming the whole thing. One of them had a flag. You know what I'm saying? No, they weren't pointing their guns at him. The only people pointing their guns at them was the cops. 18-hour standoff. It goes all over the news, New York Times. And so what happens? So without a criminal record and serving his country as a Marine and upholding his oath to the Constitution and trying to help missing kids, doesn't get more heroic than that, in my opinion. I love Jamal. I admire him so much. He's a true man. He's one of the few people that I know, and I said this before he went to jail. I said it to his face. I said it behind his back. He's one of the few people that I know.
What type of charges do you think that they are going to press?
Now here comes the interesting part. This is the weird, crazy, effed up part about this. So as Jamal is saying in his live stream video, he's like, you guys, there's no probable cause to even pull us over. We're completely legal. We're completely lawful. Boom. He's citing the law. He's citing the Constitution. He's citing case law of all this stuff. We're not doing anything wrong. You haven't established probable cause. You guys cannot detain us. I've never heard of this ever Mr. America deal. This is one of the craziest things I've ever heard of. They literally didn't establish probable cause. And I know at first I was just hearing this, but I went to one of the court hearings and I heard that myself with my own ears, and you could just Google, even the mainstream news will admit this. They're holding Jamal and Rise of the Moors on something called dangerousness. They have not established probable cause. Even though he's a veteran and doesn't have a criminal record, the judge said, you're dangerous, so I get to hold you in jail for 180 days. And so for 180 days, from the 3rd of July to the 3rd of November, he was in a jail cell without probable cause.
Where is he now?
So then the 3rd of November comes up about a month ago, and mysteriously, a new judge comes into the case and says, you know what? I think you're dangerous too. Another 180 days.
Well,
They're kidnapping a veteran with no criminal record, and it gets worse. It gets worse. Now we're catching up till today. Now we're catching up today, and we're going to wrap this story up with Rise of the Moors. And you guys all need to go to riseofthemoors.org. You need to donate. Because Jamal's been rotting in prison fighting for your rights all summer. And it gets worse. And I'm going to end the story right here. So me and Juju have that case where we both got arrested that day. So she has court tomorrow for assaulting an officer. When on video, she didn't touch anybody. And an officer goes like this to her. So potentially, she could go to jail tomorrow, and their newborn daughter, guess what happened? Child Protective Services will come scoop up their newborn daughter.
I would love to know more information about this. Like, how the hell can they just hold somebody because they say you're dangerous? Okay, what was so dangerous about
I'll tell you what's being so dangerous. Cool black guys with guns. That's dangerous. That's
but I'm talking about. According to. No, I'm not asking your personal opinion. According to them.
According to them, they're seen. Well, let's bring up the New York Times, and I don't have to paraphrase it. I'll just show you. New York Times, Rise of the Moors. It doesn't get any more mainstream than the New York Times.
Because you know what? I'm all about the law. As long as you don't break the law, then say whatever the hell you want. Don't make any threats of violence. I'm totally against that. So I highly doubt that they're going to. It's crazy that they're detaining somebody with no probable cause, like not even on
I've
paper.
never seen anything like it in my life. I've never even heard of the fact that a judge could hold you just because it'd be one thing if Jamal had like murdered and raped a few people, then I can understand, well, just to be safe. It's still not right, but I could understand the thought process, but he doesn't have a criminal record. I can't even imagine that the judge can just say, you know what, boy, you're dangerous. Oh, I'm throwing you in jail for under 180 days. And then another judge comes on, still having established probable cause, and because he's brown and he's cool and he's got a gun, well, you're dangerous. Well, oh my God. So this is New York Times right here. I'm getting pissed, buddy. New York Times, 11 arrested in armed roadside standoff in Massachusetts. The men who wore military-style gear and claimed to be foreign nationals were part of an hours-long standoff with police officers. 11 men were taken into custody.
How? Okay, stop.
Yes, sir.
1 hour. What does that mean? A whole hour? What were they doing for a whole hour? What was Jamal saying for a whole hour?
So I'm gonna see if I can bring up the video because Jamal was live streaming and it went mega viral, and then and then his channel got deleted, and then someone uploaded it from like the news and it went mega viral again. Let me see if I can see the video.
Please.
Let me see if I can bring up the video.
Please.
Let's see if I'll try YouTube first, and then if not, we'll try. If I get a copyright strike for this, guys, you're gonna have to find this video on Demand the Truth. So sorry, Demand the Truth too. If you just type into YouTube Demand the Truth, that's where you can see all my awesome videos where I where I interview America's #1 death investigator about Epstein, where I go to Bill Gates' house, where I own this. You already know. So that's this video might go there. Let's see.
Fake Mike, real news.
Okay. Here's so this is CBS Boston, and this is just part of it. See, that's not even the video. He just had. I mean, I was in this living room doing a live stream with these guys, which is so crazy. Okay, let me see if it's on this Instagram. It's tough to find, man. This thing is tough to find. But basically, Jamal is honestly, when I saw Jamal on this video, I felt like I was watching a hero. I felt like I was watching like somebody in a documentary at their best moment because he was so calm. He was so cool. I mean, he's got all these guys with guns pointed at him, and he's like,
for an hour?
For 18 hours, the standoff went on for 18 hours.
You see what I'm saying? I understand standing your ground,
but the thing is,
you don't. I don't even know the entire details about the story, but
that's why the media makes it sound like a standoff. But the thing is, Jamal and Rise of the Moors, they didn't have their weapons pointed at them. They didn't even have their weapons out. It was only a standoff because the Massachusetts State Police shut down the highway. The Massachusetts State Police had guns at them. The Moors didn't have the guns at them. The Massachusetts State Police is just basically shutting the whole thing down because they're like, damn, we don't know what to do because we haven't established probable cause. And here's this educated dude, and he's owning us, and he's putting all the facts to live stream on video. So we'll kill his video, and we're gonna sit here 18 hours to make up a reason to arrest him because they didn't know what to do, because they couldn't arrest him because they didn't have probable cause.
So how come it? So they were just talking for 18 hours with a shit ton of cops? No, there's something we don't know.
Well, there's stuff that we don't know, and that's why we can't pull up the whole video right now. Cops would go up and come back and talk with them and then go over it, and that's why that video.
I understand, but you can't just go then if you have. First of all, I mean, this is my opinion, bro. You know how I support your freedom of speech and I respect your opinion 100%. But if we weren't there, right? We weren't there. We can't talk like if we were there. So we need to either see a full video of what the fuck happened for an hour or 18 hours. And we need to hear everything that was said by both parties.
Yes, I agree. You're absolutely right with that. I agree. And that's why because
I'll tell you something. I met Jamal. And he seemed like he was very respectful guy, you know, highly educated person. And wasn't that his girl too, his wife?
Juju. So now Juju,
she was also very nice to us that day that we did that video for them.
Okay, so it's saying it's 9 hours. I heard 18 hours, but this is some footage here. But this is body cam, and that's the point here. You're absolutely right, Mr. America. Is for anybody to make any decision, you have to keep an open, skeptical mind and watch everything. You have to watch Rise of the Moors video. You have to watch all the body cam video. I watched the original Rise of the Moors video. That was taken down, and he didn't live stream for the entire 9 hours, of course. So you make a great point, and you are totally right, and I'm glad that you said that. Let's see if there's a video. There's a body cam. Okay, so here we'll watch some of this body cam video here, and I'll try to get this full screen.
Police body camera video showing the very first interactions between members of the Rise of the Moors and state police last weekend. The leader of the group, Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey, says they pulled over on the side of I-95 in Wakefield early last Saturday to refuel, heading north for training, when troopers pulled up behind them. The group carrying rifles, telling troopers they don't have any form of ID and are sovereign citizens.
No, see,
going
okay.
on to say,
So they had a couple lies there, but I'm just going to add them that one. I just got to say this real quick. They said that we're sovereign citizens. You'll never hear Jamal on video saying sovereign citizen ever. Me and Jamal have been on video multiple times saying that you can't be a sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron. You can't be sovereign and a citizen at the same time. You're not sovereign citizens. Jamal said this many times. So we'll continue.
Yeah, I believe he said that in the interview that when
he did. We interviewed him, and trust me, I've done many interviews with him. You can't be it's an oxymoron. You can't be sovereign and a citizen at the same time. That would be like King George being sovereign and a citizen. If you're a citizen, that means you're beholden to a collective. And if you're sovereign, that means you have nobody over you. So how could King George or any king be a sovereign and a citizen simultaneously? You couldn't be. You couldn't be.
they are protected under the Second Amendment to bear arms.
That's right,
The
you
trooper
are.
is then heard saying they must be licensed to carry a firearm in the common.
See, and this is something else. This is something else. You must be licensed. No, no. Your Second Amendment is your license shall not be infringed. Whenever you get a license, when you're asking for a license, you're asking for permission for a right that you don't have.
Okay, so they were in where? In the state of Massachusetts?
Yes.
And they were openly carrying rifles.
No, they had them in their cars secured.
Okay, and what happened? The cops asked, "Do you have weapons?" And they said, "Yes, we have a shit ton of them in the trunk or something."
I mean, well, this is actually the first I've seen of this body cam. Now they're claiming this is the initial body cam, the first one. Well, keep in mind, as we documented on this channel, they've altered body cams. Me and Mr. America, we got body cam from Acura Amanda of our interaction where they mute things. They go to the back when they talk to the people. They mute things. They hide things. So we already know. But they're claiming this is the original body cam. So let's finish this up. This is less than a minute, and we'll see what they say.
Commonwealth.
Unless you're licensed by the state, you can't have a gun unless the crown, the governor, the queen, the king says so. You have to get a license. This is a clear infringement on our Second Amendment.
During the 9-hour standoff, the leader of the militia group took to Facebook. That video being shared in court today.
Also reassure them that we're trying to handle this peacefully. Also reassure them that we're not anti-government. We're not anti-government.
Do you hear what he said right there?
What do you say?
He's saying, let me shut this off so I can read it. This is Jamal. I have also reassured them that we are trying to handle this peacefully. I have also reassured them that we're not anti-government and we're not anti-police. Speaking calmly.
Also reassure them that we're not anti-government. We're not anti-police.
Prosecutors say the group only obeys laws they feel apply to them. In
That's not the only obey laws that apply to them, which is true.
court, the group's leader defending their actions.
Continue to claim that we believe that we're above the law is simply a lie.
See that? Same when everyone keeps saying they're above the law. It's simply a lie. No, he just goes by the Constitution and the actual laws.
And the judge
Look at
denied
how much makeup this woman is wearing.
She's actually, hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
She's actually wearing way
too
much makeup on.
Look, it's like white as heck right there. Oh my God! You see, never trust somebody with this. She doesn't even look like. Look at her. Look at her skin down here. It's like
way.
It's white. She's extra white. She looks like Michael Jackson on the top. I don't trust somebody that hides their face this much. And this goes for guys too. Me and Mr. America, we've caught guys on with just as much or more makeup than some of these girls. So people don't say, "Oh, no, you're going on girls wearing makeup." No, we get on the guys wearing makeup just as much. You know I'm talking to, RJ Heim.
bail for the 6 men who appeared in court today for other
Held without bail. You can't even get bail.
will be in court next week, and the final member of the group, a 17-year-old, is having separate court proceedings. Emily Maha, WCV.
So there's that one. Let's see. I think there's another video here. No, it's just a picture. So that's it. They only showed a small clip. I'll have to go and bust these all out. See, this is where Jamal was live streaming. That's a shot from it. I don't know where we can get the original video. I'm not going to do all that, but it's important that you guys know what happened and you get both.
What was he wearing?
He's wearing camo.
I bet you the cops were afraid.
Of course they were. And don't you think that the Redcoats were afraid when after they shot Crispus Attucks in the face, and all the Americans were like, "Hey, Redcoats, if you don't get the hell off our continent, we're gonna kill you." Don't you think King George was a little afraid when that happened? Yeah, but the thing is, Jamal's never even called for violence. But there's something very interesting about that whole scenario. And now the saddest part about it all is it started out, Jamal's never called for violence. He doesn't have a criminal record. Juju doesn't have a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record. We've never none of us have ever called for violence. We all get arrested for protesting DCYF, who literally steal and pimp kids and kill kids. And then I get arrested, Juju gets arrested, Jamal gets arrested, and they have a little baby, and CPS is going to try to take him. Theo, what do you think about this mess? Because I need to take a deep breath. Theo, you're on mute. Go ahead, Theo. What do you think about all this?
I think it's a messed up story. They definitely shit themselves when they saw these guys standing there in tactical gear. But, the judges are the ones that are that need closer inspection here, I think.
Yeah, and so what's going to happen?
Why is it that they deem them dangerous? Is it because they know the law, or is it
That's dangerous.
It's very dangerous in this day and age. The police force have definitely gone rogue, in my opinion. But it's not just there. It's everywhere right now.
It is. It's so sad, man. Now I'm going to show you something. Now I just gotta. You know what? I hope there's haters in this chat because I'm not gonna engage with you. I'm not gonna.
Oh, finally!
I'm gonna go to
this
the
guy's
chat.
always fighting with.
I'm gonna go to the chat right now, and if there's any haters, I want an apology. Now, all I'm gonna say to the haters is this: one, once I show you what I'm about to show you on the screen, I want you to kiss my fucking ass. I want you to bend over and put the right on my ass because you owe me an apology. And if you want to debate me, hey, open debate. I'm not going to engage with you anymore. Open debate, you guys can open debate. Mr. America likes when I keep it positive. He believes in the law of attraction. I kind
of love going live with you on Fake Micro News. It's a more uncensored version of you.
Today I'm pissed too because of all this stuff, man. I'm like, this whole summer, even when I had the over 9,000 party, and we're going to change topics after this, but even when I had the over 9,000 party, that was one of the coolest videos I ever did because I had you on, I have my brothers, I have my boys from back in the day on that are still my friends now. I had truthers on, and I was feeling good. Yeah, we beat over 9,000 again, yay! And then I had Juju on. And Juju's like, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll just be able to go to bed, and then I think about Mr. America knows how this is, right? You know how it feels when you're in a cell and these people hate you and they don't know what you're gonna do. Or maybe you're like me, you got locked in a vault by the mayor of Woonsocket. Shout out to Audit. Damn. So you know what it's like to sit in the cage. These guys have been sitting in the cage this whole summer for no reason, and it hurts me. It really hurts me. It's been fucking up my whole summer. But at least I'm not in there. We need to do something for Rise of the Moors. I'm gonna wrap it up at this point right here. Find Rise of the Moabites. Rise of the Moabites. Rise of the Moabites. Moabites. That's Juju's page. Go over there, give a donation. Please, Jamal could use some phone time, could use some snacks or whatever in there. I don't even know. They're treating him bad. Now,
that's one thing I'm totally against too. Every time I do jail audits, we always try to question them on how are they, if they're being respectful to the inmates. These motherfuckers think because you're in jail, they have the right to disrespect you. Well, guess what? You don't, because you're at work. So they have to follow the policies of that fucking facility. They have to treat all the inmates with respect. The person's already paying with getting, it's enough that their freedom has been taken away. So stop fucking with the inmates, man.
Cruel and unusual punishment. Now, the haters, get ready. I want an apology. Because people said, hey, Will, you're a conspiracy. No, Will, you're What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I can't even say what this headline is because of my free speech restrictions on this platform. I said this type of shit years ago, like over 10 years ago. Now it's the news. This Sunday, December 5th, 2021, a date which will live in infamy. Take a look at this, guys. Oh, this was actually originally written on the 3rd. People get blank implanted that include blank records amid new blank restrictions. Let me read that again for you guys. People get Lay's potato chips.
You're being disordered.
People get breast implants that include the records. Look at this headline. Look at this headline. Look at this headline. People get potato chips implanted that include wizard records amid new magic wizard potion restrictions. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, I'm going to turn to the chat and I want to see apologies. I want to say, I'm so sorry, Will. I'm so sorry, Will. You were right all along. Will, can you please put out your big toe so I can kiss it? I'm not seeing them. Hey, you guys want to see something else that's pretty interesting? It's going to blow your socks off. I got a few more.
I'm a cigarrillo.
That's what I'm saying, right? I need to go grab them. Isn't it sad that we can't even read the articles right now?
Hey. What you say?
Yo, so okay, this is what seems to be happening, right? I'm not an expert on this, right? I'm just seeing correlation here. So people are getting the wizard potion and it hurts them right here. And so many people are getting the wizard potion and it's effing up. I mean, there's an entire video that's called What Is Going On? That's like 6 minutes long, and every 3 seconds is another high school, college, or professional sports player having a terrible, terrible attack or dropping dead. These people are in the prime physical condition. So what are they blaming it on? It can't be the magic wizard potion doing this. No, up to 300,000 people facing heart-related illnesses due to post-pandemic stress disorder. It's a stress disorder. It's not the magic wizard potion. Up to 300,000. I'm stressed. No, it's not. You're not stressed. You guys know what that is. I'm not saying you know, but it's Look at this idiot. Look at this guy that he just took a balloon and he rubbed it on his head to have the stupidest fucking haircut. He makes Bernie Sanders look like a guy from GQ. What does it say? I boosted my immunity? Oh my God. Oh my God. Rules about self-isolation. Oh my God. Now here's another something for you left-right paradigm idiots. All right, guys. I'm unhinged today. I'm feeling like cop number 5 today. That's when you think, oh. See, most people don't like Daily Mail, so we're going to go with Business Insider this time.
Most people don't like who?
Well, some people don't like. What's your take on the Daily Mail, Theo? You're out there. And shout outs to my cousin for giving me these last 3 articles. Great job.
I love the Daily Mail.
What, Theo? What do you think about that?
They covered our most important article.
That's true. They covered us when we owned, as did many media outlets, dozens of media outlets.
Yeah, but this was the main one that did it.
No, there were some pretty big other ones actually.
Yeah.
I actually made a post about all the ones that covered it on my Facebook, but they deleted it. So
but these people posted video and everything, and
that's true.
They posted the part where Joe Biden said to me, "Oh, come on, pal, give me a break."
Theo, what do you think about the Daily Mail?
I think these two definitely, most probably, sat there and smoked a pipe together, for sure.
Yep. So they're friends, Tucker Carlson and Hunter Biden. You guys think that they're on different sides of things, right? You guys think they're on different sides of things, but no. And that leads me right into my next point. Guys. We're getting into Ghislaine and Trump. And this is going to be a doozy here. I brought my handy dandy ta-da notebook, and I will be showing you things on screen. And then after this, I'm going to go get myself a cigarillo too. All right. Now, people think that Hunter Biden and Trump and Tucker Carlson, they're opposite. Nope, they're actually friends. People think Rachel Maddow and Tucker Carlson, MSNBC.
What do you think about Tucker?
Well, I think he laughs at people who question the official story of 9/11. He obviously is friends with a crackhead, foot job getting weirdo.
I think he's the news reporter that makes the most fucking facial expressions.
Yes, he does.
While the other person he's interviewing, if you ever notice, bro, he's fucking asking questions, and then while the other person is talking, he starts making these weird faces.
He does make some weird ass faces for sure. So, as Theo would point out, they're both owned by Vanguard and BlackRock. The people that you think are diametrically opposed to one another.
Flip side of the same coin.
Exactly. Now, I'm doing this video for the people on Instagram. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram so you guys can see why everyone got heated. So let's see. Put in my Instagram. By the way, guys, while you're over there, give me a like, share, and subscribe. Find Auditing America on Instagram. Find Auditing America on TikTok, Cash App, PayPal. Find Auditing America on all platforms. Please find them on Facebook. Give Auditing America a like, share, and subscribe on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell. So,
For sure.
the Rothschilds were the greatest protectors of my family. That's a quote from Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, why is this case so important? I'm going to tell you why this case is so important. I'm going to give you a spoiler. I'm going to give you. People always say, Will, why do you talk about this so much? Because it proves everything that I said, and it's the Rosetta Stone. This case, forget the damn last article I showed you on screen. This case right here, and the Epstein case, proved everything I said for years. I've been talking about Jeffrey Epstein for years. I've been talking about not just him, but the other people in this tangled weave web that I didn't weave, that these idiots wove. I've been talking about the connections. Alephantis, Nexium, John of God. I mean, I've been talking about this, and I confronted these people, the Clintons, about this twice before the news even started talking about, and many other people too, before they even knew who this guy was. So one, it proves me correct, just like the last article did. Not bad for a snapback and a fake mic, proving me right yet again. Why do you show the mainstream news, Will? Well, because they start pointing out the same shit I told you about years ago. So it just goes to prove that the shit that you believe, they finally get it right after years of what I said. Now you can believe it because they told you. But I was right long before. And then they still F it up. So why is this so important, Will? I'll give you a brief summary. I told you for over a decade, bare minimum, I've been doing this for 15, 16 years. And I'm gonna check in the chat with a sec. Great, exactly right, the cameraman. You're exactly right. Just gonna put that one up on screen. Gonna get into that a little bit too. So what I told you years ago was the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, they're all a bunch of creepy weirdos, and they secretly pull things from behind the scenes. And when it came out, when shout outs to Memory Holds, HOLD, he started looking through Mr. Egg Salad's old websites on the Wayback Machine. And on his own website, old websites, and I verified this by going on the Wayback Machine myself, he was a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and on the board of Rockefeller University. And we found out that Bill Gates went there 17 times, and he wanted him, Jeffrey, to give him a Nobel Prize. So that's the Rosetta Stone. I'm going to get into a lot of information here. We'll see how much I can pull up on the screen. Honestly, I've pulled up a lot on the screen. It's already over an hour here, but I think it's important to do. Or maybe I should just do a whole nother video on this, but this is the spicy stuff here. This is the spicy stuff. So I'm just going to go through some of these connections and put them up on screen. So this is the proof. I told you, a bunch of crazy, weird wizards, CFR, Trilateral, Rockefellers, they're running stuff. Boom, I'm proven right. And then who do you got? You got Trump. You got Clinton ditching Secret Service 22 times. Now, this woman right here used to get kids from Mar-a-Lago. She used to get kids from Mar-a-Lago. The victims that are testifying right now, some of them came from Mar-a-Lago. Look, someone's saying, yeah, okay. Oh, it's not a stretch to think two billionaires know each other. Yeah, Trump didn't do that. He's not a wizard. I'm going to get to that. Look, who do we got here? We got beautiful Gizface. We got creepy AI Neuralink you, Elon Musk. Oh, we got Prince Andrew hanging around with Gizzy and Trump. And then Trump and Ghislaine again. And then Trump and Ghislaine again. Trump and Ghislaine again. Oh, Randy. Oh, look at it. We got them all together here. And I'll just go through a couple of the memes right now, too, because why not? Happy 4th of July. So you have a base turkey, and then you have a base turkey. So you guys are going to go to my Instagram for the most fire shit. I'm just going to give you a couple more teases. All right, well, we'll just do this. I read this the other day, but I'm going to read it again.
I put a link in the private chat you might want to look at.
Okay. I should check that. Shouldn't I? Let's see what we got here. Copy and should I copy and paste this and put this on screen, sir?
Of course you can.
All righty. And then let's see what we got here. Oh, this is patently mobile. Okay. So let's see. Samsung invest smart clothing with built-in energy harvester. That gains power from solar light body heat. Oh. Why don't you just put us in a fucking pink pod, dog? Oh my God. Earlier in Q2, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office published a patent application from Samsung relating to smartwear. Samsung's patent application, smartwear is specifically considered smart clothes, where an item of clothing is combined with an electronic device as their patent graphics above proves out. Particularly, the fabric of smart clothes may be combined with any of a sensor, a wire, battery, antenna, display with an input-output device. Further, the smart clothes may include flexible or transparent, blah, blah, blah. We're batteries. We're batteries.
You become not just a battery, a charging point.
Yeah, humans only exist now to charge our own phones. All right, so let's get to this pedo stuff. Oh, I shouldn't even said that. Hey, whatever. But yeah, as they put up in the chat here, do I still have that on screen? Shoot, I forgot who said that. Cameron, that's right. Read your previous messages. Let's do a little scroll. Interesting, the cameraman. Yeah, and so exactly, it was all a honey trap. Never forget that Jeffrey Epstein was an FBI informant. All right, so I actually had the document. When you look it up, it's not really going to say it, but I saved the document on my old phone. But we're going to go through all of this right now, even though I really don't want to, but I'm going to. Okay, so this is out of the mainstream. We said this a long time ago. This is just an article. I'm not gonna read these articles because there's so much I'm gonna get to. I'm just gonna show you proof of what I'm saying on screen. You can go Google it and read the articles later. We've covered almost all of these articles already before. We're gonna tie new stuff into it, but it's already an hour in, and we got so much. And I just want to show you rapid fire stuff right now. So yes, Jeffrey Epstein became a government informant. Yes, we know that. We also know that Ghislaine Maxwell's father, this guy. Jump in whenever you want, Theo. So, built a publishing empire.
We must get rid of him.
Yeah, he was probably killed by the Mossad. He was also a spy for the UK and probably Mossad at the same time, a famous spy, famous businessman. So the daughter of a famous spy working for the elite hooks up with an FBI informant, and they ensnare everybody from academia, because Jeffrey Epstein had prove everything I'm saying. Okay, my apology. So Jeffrey Epstein worked with the MIT. They even had a fact-finding engagement with it. MIT's engagements with Jeffrey Epstein in the media lab. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to pull this one up, but watch this. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to do it. One of the guys came out and says he doesn't regret his donation. But $800,000 in MIT came and went as you. Now take a look at this one. So this is MIT, one of the best schools in the world. Take a look at this. Jeffrey frequented Harvard, had his own office. So you have, and then you also have the University of Chicago, which is created by the Rockies, the Rockefeller. So that's academia, right? Then you can be on Hollywood. Go to Hollywood. Okay, start. I'm not even going to go to every single one of them, but I'm going to go through them. You guys know who Woody Allen is? Yeah, he married like his stepdaughter or something like that. The pictures of it, like, he's an old perv, and he basically divorced his wife, and then he he married this Asian girl who was like his wife or his girlfriend's daughter. Famous in Hollywood. Oh, and then you got a picture of here, Epi. And then you got Woody manhandling his daughter here. And then you got Chelsea Handler that goes to dinner with both of them and said she didn't know who those guys are. You don't know who fucking Woody Allen and Jeffrey Epstein are? You lying ass. Then you got Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey has 4 accusers. 4 accusers that all mysteriously ended up dying. Pretty weird. Some guy's actually walking his cat outside of my house. So that's the second time I've ever seen that in my life. It's probably interesting. Okay, so what am I doing here? Spacey. For 15 accusers. 3 have died. I thought it was 4. 3 had died. Maybe this is an old article. 15 accusers. And I wonder why. I wonder what he's doing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, they were doing this. They're flying around the world with Jeffrey Egg Salad. That's right. You can take a look at the flight logs. This is a new one. This is a new article. Oh, let's go. Yep. He testified too. The pilot testified the other day, apparently, about shuttling around Clinton, Trump, Kevin Spacey, and Chris Tucker. Come on, man! What you doing flying with Epstein? Chris Tucker, former astronaut John Glenn, right? That's Hollywood. Then you got Roman Polanski, who is in Europe right now because he raped a 13-year-old girl, and Hollywood gives him standing ovations. So Kevin Spacey, okay, just to show you this. This is Hollywood. This is just Hollywood. Roman Polanski. Wikipedia. Sexual abuse case. Assault of raping 13-year-old girl. Now, Quentin Tarantino, everybody loves Quentin Tarantino. He's on video saying, on the Howard Stern show, saying that's not rape. That 13-year-old girl wanted it. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that you're fully an adult, either physically or mentally at 13 years old. I didn't know a 13-year-old, a child, a prepubescent child can consent to having sex. So Quentin Tarantino, he's still in Hollywood. He's doing great. Then you have this other Hollywood. You have these great photos. You have lovely Ghislaine. Yep, don't forget about Naomi Campbell. These guys, oh, look at this guy. Look at these guys looking dapper. Look at him. He's all roughly under here. I mean, this guy can't even look good in a goddamn tuxedo. And on and on and on. You got James Gunn. You got Elijah Wood saying it's a den of pedos. You got Dan Schneider, Drake Bell, Corey Feldman, Rachel Chandler. On and on and on. There's more, but that's just Hollywood. That's just Hollywood. So you got Epstein is tied to Weinstein, Clinton, Trump, Andrew, the intel agencies, Hollywood, Ehud Barak, former prime minister of Israel. This just goes to show you how the former prime minister of Israel. No. There you go. Actually, there's one picture here. This was one of the pictures here where he's coming out of Jeffrey Epstein's house with a mask on. This is weird because we didn't wear masks back then. That was back before the pandemic, and he's wearing a mask. And he's tied to Leslie Wexner. Leslie Wexner is the guy who hasn't been arrested. I went up to his yacht. He's the guy that financed this entire thing. This is the guy that he's a billionaire. He created L Brands, Victoria's Secret, Limited, all that shit. He's the guy that financed it. Look at him. Pictured right there with the sick perv. So now we're going to go to Trump and we're going to. So, Trump, take a look at this. Trump hires for his lawyer Dershowitz. Who is Alan Dershowitz? Dershowitz is somebody accused and in court right now because he's right alongside Epstein. He was accused as a part of this whole thing. So he's accused and in court right now, but then Trump hires this guy, some lawyer. Trump hires this guy because he thinks he's going to be a good lawyer. Dershowitz is the first member of the defense team. Look, he was the first impeachment trial of Donald Trump. So Dershowitz was Trump's lawyer there. Accused right alongside in cases right now of doing wizardry. Take a look at this. Alan Dershowitz defends op-ed suggesting that he thinks that the age of consent should be 14. He doubles down on his statutory rape. He says the age of consent be 14 years old or 15 or something like that. I thought it was 14. This article is saying 15. But either way, that just shows you So Trump hires that guy. Then Trump hires Alex Acosta. So let's see, who's Alex Acosta? He's the former United States Secretary of Labor under Trump. Alex Acosta, Epstein. Oh, he's the one that gave Epstein the sweetheart deal that allowed him to leave jail and still rape kids and come back to jail. So Trump says, you know what? I'm going to hire this guy. So he hires Dershowitz, he hires Acosta. And then people will point at this. They'll, no, Trump exposed Epstein. Okay. Tell me what this means. This is the article I'm looking at. Right here. So, this is from Vanity Fair. Real estate over underage girls. So, they were wingmen before the real estate deal that went south. As he told New York, this is a quote from Donald Trump himself. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. A lot of fun to be with. He even said he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. I'm going to get to the thing. So this is what happens. Trump and Epstein, they're bidding for the same piece of property, right? And then Trump decides to say something about this wizardry after 10 or 12 years. And the only reason he said something was because he wanted the same piece of property. So Trump did not expose Epstein. To the contrary, he knew about him raping kids for over 10 years and stayed silent about it and only spoke up when he wanted the same piece of property. So that doesn't mean he exposed him. That means he's a protector, a pedo protector for over 10 years. That means he sat there for over a decade and not only let this guy, but was friends with him, hanging out with him while he knew he was raping kids. So there's that. Now take a look at this. Forbes magazine, Forbes. Getting Donald out of debt. Wilbur Ross. So who's Wilbur Ross, you say? So this is the former Commerce Secretary. And how does he know Wilbur Ross? Well, I'll tell you. In steps in Ross, head of... Oh! Look who it is! Trump and he had a Rothschild bail him out called Wilbur Ross. Huh. Ooh, interesting. Well, we're going to take care of 3 for 1 right here. Jeffrey Epstein partied with Trump's closest advisors, including Wilbur Ross, who Trump also sent to Bilderberg, along with Jared Kushner of 666 Fifth Avenue, Rudy Giuliani, and Steve Mnuchin, Mnuchin is a member of the Skull and Bones. He hired all these people, and they're all fucking hanging out with Epstein. They gave Epstein the fucking sweetheart deal. They're accused alongside Epstein, saying the age of consent should be 14. Take a look at these pictures here. Oh, the Koch brothers are there. Oh, look at Rudy. And then you got Alex Acosta. So Mnuchin, Skull and Bones, remember, talk about draining the swamp. Then take a look at this.
What about draining the swamp? It made it a little bit more muddy, I think.
He did the fucking opposite. He did the complete opposite. John Bolton. Then we got Steve Bannon, the hero of the Trump presidency. Steve Bannon, media coach Jeffrey Epstein, hung out with Jeffrey Epstein as late as 2019. So there you go. I'm literally going through every fucking person in Trump's cabinet. Boom, Rothschild banker. Boom, Skull and Bones. Boom, they're all connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Not just connected in one way. We're talking about giving him the sweetheart deal, partying with him less than 2 months after he's in jail for raping kids. Now let's go to this one. Everyone thought William Barr was going to drop the hammer. Remember that? Well, William Barr says he's recused from the Epstein case. Why? Because him and his father knew Epstein from back in the motherfucking day, got him a job as a teacher. So every single person, and people are saying, well, it's Trump. Trump is it. What did Trump do? Trump said, Ghislaine's great. I wish her well. Let's take the guns. Then we worry about due process. Trump's the one that shut down this country. Trump's the one that gave you warp speed. Trump hired all Skull and Bones, Rothschild, Jeffrey Epstein, Bilderberg people. That's what he did. But it doesn't stop there. You got the Vatican. The Vatican hanging around with Epstein and Podesta. The Clintons. Like I said, Bill Clinton did Secret Service. Remember me? I confronted Hillary Clinton. We was auditing America. We confronted Bill Clinton twice before the mainstream news. Then you got the royalty. You got UK. You got Prince Andrew. Then you also got Jimmy Savile, Prince Charles, right? All these guys. You got NXIVM. You got the Super Friends, right? You got FAPE. Remember the FAPE? The Foundation for Art Preservation and Embassies, Marina Abramovich. You remember Marina Abramovich doing videos with Bill Gates? Marina Abramovich, same one, Spirit Cooking. What's Spirit Cooking, Will? Well, I showed you the videos before. It's when Marina Abramovich, who hangs around with Jay-Z and all these famous people, she puts bloods. You just Google Spirit Cooking. You can see the video of her doing it, Spirit Cooking. And then the NXIVM cult, told you, NXIVM was connected to who? The Rothschilds. Take a look at this. Bronfman. You just have to look to my old videos. I'm not gonna. I gotta really take a peek. NXIVM connected to Bronfman, connected to the Rothschilds, connected to Kristen Gillibrand, connected to the Clintons, connected to David Branson, who has his own private art parties for NXIVM on his own private island, just like Peter Nygaard, just like Bill Gates. Let's see. You got the intelligence. That's another thing too. DynCorp. Take a look at this one. Not just Mossad and FBI, which we've established. Take a look at this. DynCorp, who got caught trafficking children and still worked with the Pentagon, Cynthia McKinney famously grilled Donald Rumsfeld about that. Why did they take a look at this? Steam it here. The tail aircraft, and this is from Rebel Scum. He does a great job over on Steam it. Great information. Aircraft N number N47-4AW shared by Jeffrey Epstein, DynCorp, the State Department, and the CIA. So that's even more intelligence too. And it's all here. You guys can Google all this stuff like that. You have Ehud Barak, Robert Ghislaine Epstein. BlackRock was working with, and I'm talking about a different BlackRock was working with Weinstein. And then let's just tie it back to, again, if Epstein, who was a part of the Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral, Rockefeller Institute, right? And then tying it back to the masterminds, the Rothschilds. Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, Sir Evelyn de Rothschild, supposedly introduced Andrew to Epstein. So we're coming up to end here, but I saved the spiciest stuff for the last. So I'm showing you the shit all on screen. Do you guys remember what I showed you earlier? Here we go. Oh, let's see. Let's go back because this is not there. I have this all like I'm just trying to do this fast because I got to pee. Didn't introduce. Let's see. Maybe this was it. Ghislaine Maxwell didn't introduce Epstein to Prince Andrew. Ghislaine Maxwell. Blah, 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 blah. Ba, ba, ba. Come on. Lynn, right? The two first met through socialite Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, who met at a party she threw for a billionaire British husband, Sir Evelyn de Rothschild. And so Ghislaine wasn't there. The Rothschilds introduced Prince Andrew to Epstein. That tells you who runs things, okay? So there's another one there. And there's another one with Dershowitz is involved too. I forget this one too. And Dershowitz says the same thing here. This is from the New York. Dershowitz liked to say that he met Jeffrey Epstein through his friend Lady Rothschild, former Lynn Forrester. So you have everything I'm talking about here. Then remember the Rothschilds. This is like one of the best videos I ever did. We talked about Rise of the Moors. We talked about the potato chips, and we're talking about this. You guys got to share this video. I know I started off kind of crazy, and I could go into other things. So these are pictures of the Rothschilds' little party in the 70s they had that looks like Eyes Wide Shut. Where I mean, this is weird. Inside the famous stuff, like this is the kind of stuff that they do. Look, they got babies on the table, just like Spirit Cooking. Last thing I'm gonna look up here, Spirit Cooking. Great. So you see, cut deeply into your finger, bread, best milk, blah 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 blah. You guys get it, right? Rockefellers, Rothschild, CFR, Trump, media, Hollywood, everything that you know, everything that you think is controlled by the same group of elite weirdos. I've said it for years. I said they were going to try to potato chip us. I said they were going to try to put a new wizard order. Right. So now, what do we do with this information? Well, I'd like to make a couple final points here. What we do is we get nonviolent and we start sharing this information. Maybe you hate the way I give the information. That's totally understandable because I'm not the least annoying person that's ever existed. But I just gave you guys a lot of really good information. This last hour and a half, wow, it's even seemed like 2 hours because I was putting so much information in there. I've been wanting to do this video, and I could have done so much more, but geez, we did a lot of stuff in this video. So I gave you the proof, guys. I told you what was the truth a long time ago. I confronted the people that were doing it. Years later, the news comes out with it. Then I prove it all again in your middle of your face. Everything I say, I've been totally backed up, totally vindicated, proven right. So what do you do about this? What do you do about the fact that Wizards are trying to lock us down? We didn't lock the Wizards down. The Wizards locked us down. So what do you do about it? You stay nonviolent, you stay peaceful, and you have to go and you have to share this information. We have to wake people up. That's what we have to do, guys. We need to get on the ball here. Time is running out. Not to sound like a pessimist, because I'm not, but time is running out. Thank you guys for joining us here, guys. I appreciate it. I wish I could stay and talk to the chat, but I got to pee so bad, and I got to go somewhere. This is my day off, so I got to do a few things. But Theo, I just talked a whole bunch of shit. So give us some final points here. What did you take away from everything that I just said there, and any points that you have, and how can people help you out, Tim?
I don't know. There's a lot of important information that you just spat out. I think some people are going to have to watch it again just to take some of it in and understand what you're trying to say. It's important. I don't think a lot of the media trivialize how deep this rabbit hole really goes, and nobody realizes how immediate danger it really is. It's time to knuckle down. It's time to not comply and resist with every breath you have. This is literally time to make a stand, and everyone has to do it. Everyone. I mean, it won't work with just me or you standing alone. With a crowd of friends, it's going to take all of us, because these people at the top, they're ruthless. They will not stop, and the only thing that's standing in their way is us, all of us, and there's a few of us.
Yeah, Theo, you make good points. You guys should take it a little slow and digest all that stuff, because all the stuff I said, I was just basically freestyling connections, and I could have went more in depth. I could have read the articles. I just wanted to prove to you guys that no president's going to save you. You can't vote your way out of this. You got to do more. It's going to be nonviolent, but you got to do more. You got to do it. That's just the only thing. We've already seen what these people are going to do, have done, and continue to do to us. They've locked us in our houses. They said you can't worship your God, you can't open your business, you can't go to work, you can't travel, you can't do anything. We're your new masters. And so this is just absolutely atrocious, flies in the face of what humans have been fighting for so long, which is freedom. So Theo, thank you for joining us. Everyone, before we go, I want to put this up on screen. It's the website, best website in the whole wide world. It's fakemikerealnews.com. And so, yeah, I was gonna try to go to the Ghislaine Maxwell thing, but I don't even know if I can afford that, guys. I was looking at my bank account, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna need to eat this week. So I don't know. Check out Grim Reaper, the main pimp over there. Go to fakemikerealnews.com. Sign up. You can advertise with us, or you can just sign up for free, get a login. We got news, whole bunch of lists, videos, music, list of all these awesome auditors, Filmboy UK, GB, Watch Me, live and direct, Mr. Universal, Rice Krispie, Rise of the Moors, John Felix, Captain Frost, Official Art, 2 thumbs up for Acura Amanda, nothing more American than American Amy, the Audit Gentleman, very dapper and polite, James Freeman, CPR, all these guys, all these awesome, great guys. Go subscribe to all of us. Find us over there. Thank you, Bob Hull, for the compliments. You guys, links to find me are in the description. Find me on Fake Mike Real News. Find me on TLB Talk. Find me on Instagram. Find me on PayPal, Cash App, Messenger, Facebook, Skype, Twitter, YouTube, Telegram, Demand the Truth 2, email, Fake Mike Real News, Discord, Minds, BitChute, DLive, all that shit. I'm on all the motherfucking platforms. Come find me. And we're working on stuff, man. We're working on some stuff. So I appreciate Theo. Appreciate Auditing America for joining me. Guys, everyone go check out riseofthemoors.org, riseofthemoors.org. That is riseofthemoors.org. And also find Rise of the Moabites. I'm going to put them up. One last thing on screen. Rise of the Moabites on Instagram. Rise of the Moabites. I want you guys to go over there. The Moabites. There's the Rise of the Moors too, but their first one was deleted. But this is Jamal. You can hear Jamal in a suit lecturing about the Constitution. Please donate to juju.l, julisa.l. It's PayPal and Cash App here. So I'm actually going to put this in the description. Guys, just go over here. It's real easy. PayPal, Juju.L, Cash App, Julisa L. This goes, Jamal, veteran of this country, no criminal record. Juju, no criminal record. They're being harassed for fighting for the truth. Jamal's in jail. Juju's got court tomorrow. You can find more about that from Rise of the Moors and Rise of the Moabites on Instagram. Please go give them a like, share, subscribe. Let them know good old Fake Mike sent you. Love you guys. And please, Injustice Anywhere is a threat to justice anywhere. We could be locked up next. We can't wait for them to do something to us. I really appreciate everybody that was commenting and sharing this video. More importantly, sharing this video. But thank you. I missed a lot of your comments today, guys, because I already got to take a pee-pee. So thank you guys for hanging out with me very much. Please support Rise of the Moors. Please get this information out to everybody. Love you guys. Fake Mike.